Joe, it's arguable about whether the first Trump administration and or the Ukraine war galvanized Europe to take its defense responsibilities more seriously. But the fact of the matter is, with Trump coming back to the White House, Europe does have to revisit, in some cases, its incredibly underwhelming defense commitments and actually get with the game somewhat, doesn't it?
It does. I think that the second Trump administration is going to initiate an era in which we see a rebalancing of the US, UK, and EU defense relationships. My sense here is that the European Union has a prodigious current account surplus, somewhere near $450 billion, and that over the next decade, it will be necessary for the Europeans to reinvigorate its own defense base and to establish its own defense posture. Whatever happens in Ukraine, right? Whether the war just grinds on or there's a temporary truce, there likely will be another round. The Europeans simply cannot afford to wait. They need to act. Trump is not necessarily the problem. This has been going on for a very, very long time. Europe only spends about 1.2% of its $18.3 trillion GDP on defense, compared to the 3.5% in the US and the 2.3% in the UK. It's appropriate that the Europe take the next step. And of course, you can't put this forward without saying, hey guys, this means joint European bond issuance. That means policy innovation and the next step towards a more perfect union in Europe.
Joe, I love the way you phrased that. The EU current account surplus, of which a vast quantity is the German current account surplus. I love it when I hear a German minister say, we do not dictate European Union policy, because actually we all know that they are very often the power behind the throne, so to speak, as well. You need a change in German attitudes to increase European defence spending. Given the fragmented state of German government at the moment, do you see that as a possibility, though, that change in mindset?
What I see is the sluggish German economy. I see a downsizing and deindustrialization of the German auto industry due to changes in the global economy. Sometimes these opportunities come to you in different forms. My sense here is that the Germans now have an opportunity to, again, help rebalance that defense relationship. But it does start with the defense industry inside Germany, linked with what goes on in France, to form a common path forward. But you're right. We're going to have an election here soon in Germany. That's going to determine the outcome of where this goes, at least in the near term. But make no mistake about it. As Germany deindustrializes, they're going to need to find a substitute. My sense is defense is going to play a big role in terms of the political economy of both Germany and Europe.